Okay, virtually the viewers and the listeners virtually might wish to know virtually what the profile of this company was since inception to date, sir.
This company was established in the year 2015, and to God be the glory, we started with 30 tons per day, and thereafter we moved to 60 tons, and after seeing and considering the fact that there is a need to expand, we also had another bigger mill of 150 tons capacity. So as we are now, we have 150 tons capacity and the 60 tons capacity, together 210 tons that we can produce per day as far installed capacity of our machines.
Okay, establishment of a company like this is not an easy task, and virtually one of the things the viewer and the listeners may actually be concerned about is the quality that is out of this company. What has been the quality of your product?
Well, let me not, just let it not be as if maybe I'm trying to market my product, so to say, but I assure you our quality is quite competitive. Going by the way we process and the machines we have, it can compete with any other rice favorably worldwide, not only within the nation. I'm optimistic if we look into the quality or the head rice that we produce, you will find that it will be more attractive than the so-called imported rice they are earning all over the nation.
What is the market reach of the company for now?
For now, just this evening somebody was even telling me in a far remote area that I have not even heard the name of that place, that he saw people there gathered at a restaurant. They are looking for keke parboiled rice. That is the type of rice they want to eat. So when he was telling me that, I thought, sincerely speaking, maybe because he knows the company or he was in the company, that is why he was making that statement. But when I went for one countless visit in one remote area, I saw that myself. Even the people that are doing a contribution so that they can distribute to the needies and what have you, anybody that had one bag of our rice, he will be shouting and show a lot of a lot of happiness on his face, showing which will indicate that they know the quality. Maybe they have tested it and or they have heard about the quality of the rice. Even in Sokoto here, so many people that are doing their own rice distributions, they are patronizing us because of what they have seen. It is said that seeing is believing. If at least for once you test a product and you find it really rich of what you required, definitely you will go for it the second time, and even much more than that.
So in which way is the company complementing the efforts of the federal government by employing youth into the company?
Honestly speaking, this company, since inception to date, has been giving its own contribution towards youth employment and also youth empowerment. One, going by the nature of our company, which is rice processing, we have two systems. There are some workers that we employ them based on wages. There are some that are our permanent staff. The permanent staff alone, we have over 80 something. I think about 88 or 89, thereabout. And on daily basis, we have a casual staff that work within the cycle of day, afternoon, and night, or day, evening, and night. On daily basis, put together, we will have nothing less than about 100 to 120 casual staffs that operate within the cycle. Thus, we work for the day, and then they get paid after they have finished their own time. So that's one side. Also, going by enlightenment programs that we arrange so that our youth gets educated and become self-reliant, we are also venturing into it so that at least we contribute our own quota to see that our youths are, they have something doing. They are not redundant, and at the same time, they are knowledgeable of so many trades.
So what are the challenges the company is facing in terms of if there's any challenges?
Well, the challenge is not far from the policies sometimes of government, and also some commercial banks that are frustrating the efforts of the federal government in terms of acquisition of the paddy aggregation scheme program that has been established by this administration of the President Muhammad Buhari through the CBN. Even if the CBN wish to fund this type of projects, there is no way it can do so with individuals. CBN is the banker's bank, so it operates with the bankers. So the bank operates, the commercial banks operate with the companies, that is the corporate organizations. So you will find that some banks, despite the fact that they have all that it takes, all that they need, which the company will provide, has been provided, but at the same time, because of one reason or the other, they tend to frustrate the scheme. I know we had some issues like that personally from this company. There are some of our colleagues too, they had the same thing. So I think it's a very serious challenge, not only to the company, but even to the government, because it's just like a sabotage. The government are bringing a policy to make sure that there is enhancement in food security. There is, a vast production of agricultural products. But if some commercial banks tends to frustrate such very expensive effort of the federal government, I think it's not a very encouraging thing from the side of the banks and also from the side of the communities.
Okay, sir. One of the major problems being faced, I foresee that one of the problems being faced by Miller is that of issues of Nigerians, either ignorantly having preferred to buy foreign products to that of Nigeria at the detriment of the locally produced, cannot say local or domestically produced rice in the country. How do you think this has posed a challenge, particularly to you people? And what do you think government could do to ensure that they curtail this type of problems across the board?
Well, just like you have said, it's just like what some people used to say, that majority of Africans, not only Nigerians, they tend to prepare something that came from the Western world. If they see it, they will embrace it and they will think it is maybe from heaven. But it's quite unfortunate, because I regard that rice they call a foreign rice as a foreign poison. Because actually, if you know what that rice contains, you will be much more surprised that people can go extra mile to even use their own hard-earned money to buy such a commodity. This our rice here that is being produced here in Nigeria locally, processed and packaged here in Nigeria, it has a lot and more ingredients and minerals required of a rice than any foreign rice you can bring from anywhere. This company, we are not just processing blindly. We, on quarterly basis, and sometimes we even do it on 2 or 3 months basis, we take samples of our product, analyze it, and also use some other foreign companies that are having their rice here in Nigeria. After the analysis, then we come up with a report. Just last 2 months, the report we had, the brown rice that is being produced by our own local rice mill, it has up to about 60 to 64% of fiber that will assist in not a small way in breaking down the sugar content, that is the glucose content of any food substance that is being swallowed by a diabetic patient. Which means that it will assist him during the digestion process to have a lot and more glucose to be broken down into smaller units that it can excrete out of his system without getting stored and cause havoc. Whereas, if you look at the so-called brown rice that is being imported, the fiber content of it will not even be up to the content that you will see in our head rice after going about 4 to 5 machines that will polish the rice. So by implication, the food security the federal government is here is real. We have to secure our nation. We have to know the type of foods we eat. We have to also at least